streaming this voice call on Twitch and YouTube. So if you say something, just be aware of being streamed. Okay. Aegis, can I get the 250 gig version of the A2000? I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't get any SSDs under 500 gigs at this point. Because it's like 250 gig SSDs like $35, $40.
Could I
120
could
gig
I get like
SSDs are like $30. It's bad.
Yeah, I have a question actually regarding that.
Yep.
Is it worth it getting a very small hard drive or SSD to use as a boot disk and a boot disk
No.
only for the OS?
No, that
No?
is outdated practice. I ran into
So
a
just partition my
defective.
normal drive?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I ran into a defective Corsair H100X. Now looking to return and get a D15S. Is it any good? Yeah, it's a good cooler, but what CPU are you using it for? Also, nah, I probably wouldn't get a D15S at this point. Yeah. Probably would not do that at this point. Do I need a GPU holder for the 3070? A cheap brace? Whatever. Got a 5800X and 3070. Don't know how to connect the dots without melting it. Okay, so you've bought the 5800X and 3070 already, or you're planning on buying them? Just want to make sure. Ryzen 7 3700X. Problem is my RAM clearance is a problem with the non-S version. You can lift the front fan, but first of all, 3700X is fine on its stock cooler on the Wraith Prism. So, yeah. Also, who is making noises on their mic?
How they found this component so quickly?
Oh, it's Will. What shall I change? Cooler, motherboard, and power supply to? So, Ibrahim, like I just said, I would come back after you get the 5600X and 3080. Once you get both of those parts, then come back here and ask for a list, because that's probably not going to happen for maybe a couple weeks at least. Okay? Yeah, hopefully you got the 5800X and 3070 for a good price. Did you buy a 3060 Ti? No, I did not, because I kind of woke up late, so. Okay. Let's see. Base clearance doesn't let me move the fan any further. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Yeah, have you tried using the stock cooler that comes with the 3700X? It has a little Wraith Prism, comes with it, and it's pretty decent. It's good enough for the 3700X. So, all right. So Will V123. I'm assuming you're in the US. Is that right? Yep. Okay. And Will, do you mind muting your mic? Like, if you're not gonna talk, it is making some noise. So, yeah, thanks, dude. 3060 Ti there in stock in Canada? Yeah, I hope so. Oh, hi, German mac and cheese.
What's up, nerds?
Hi. Okay.
You guys heard about the 2080 98X?
Nope.
It's the new one that just came out on the market.
Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would recommend it. Yeah, I probably get way more better performance than you faggots.
All right. That's gonna be, yikes for me, dog. Oh, okay. He left. 1 second. It's fine. And 1 second.
So, Aegis, what's grinding your gears today?
I'm good. I just started, so I'm chilling,
Okay.
you know, nothing too crazy. Got a little weirdo in the chat just now, but you know, nothing too
Which
big.
one?
I know you're gonna wait for me to get GPU and CPU, but will the Cooler Master Hyper 212 be fine? Did I just get a DM from that guy? Yes, I did. Okay. I would not get a Hyper 212 at this point. Hyper 212 is pretty irrelevant. Okay, so Will V123, I'll make you a list now. Do you know which I wouldn't get a cooler now. Just don't buy a cooler now. There's no like insane sales right now, so no need. So Will V123, what 3070 did you get? I just want to like write it down so it's actually in your list and we have like an accurate. Okay, Ventus 3X. Yeah, we'll work on your list. I'm watching from stream lol. Nice. Nice, dude. Okay. Cool. See the DM, it's me, lol. Oh, nice, cool. I got a quick question about RAM. Yeah, shoot. I'm gonna make a list for this guy while you're asking your. So 5800X. We'll add that
Wait,
dude.
hey, can I talk in here or what?
You can, but if you have a question and there's other people in front of you, I'd prefer that you type in voice chat text so you don't kind
Y'all
of
the one to talk to her.
in
Just
line.
ask.
Cool, cool. All right,
Yeah,
so we got
ask her quick.
Ventus 3X. That here. And 5800X doesn't come with a cooler, so we're gonna have to add that. Let's just put a nice little SE4XT here. Motherboard, we're gonna go for a nice keyboard we have on the menu today. Okay, Pro VDH Wi-Fi is still out of stock. I'll put it here anyway. RAM, Vulcan RAM, very nice. Get some storage. What do we have available? We have decent stuff over here. I'm probably gonna go MP33 or maybe 660. What kind of vibe am I feeling today? You know what? I'm feeling the 665p vibes. In the case, we'll do MB. Too bad. I guess we could go for something higher end here for the power supply. We got Lepton, we got G. Let's go GF. No. Okay. There we go. I'm all done. There you go. MB320L is a solid front, no mesh, only the sides bit. Yeah, I know. It's still fine. I got a Noctua NF-F12 120mm fan today just to try it out. Can you recommend me your favorite fan? Not really. I mean, F12 isn't that great, but I mean, it's not bad either. Just okay. If you want to use it as a case fan, that's fine. Would you go any other CPU over 5600X? At this point, like, not really. For gaming at least. I don't think there's anything above that I'd go for. Am I crazy for reading the manuals of all the parts I've ordered to pre-plan and write a document to ensure my build goes as quickly and smoothly as possible? No, not really. I mean, that's maybe a little overly excessive, but you know, nothing wrong with being a little careful. Is double monitors recommended? Yeah, if you're gonna make use of another monitor, I would say it's a good investment. Like, you know, if you're streaming like I am right now, having a second monitor for like chat and stuff like that is really useful. All right. So I got the Prime A320M. I'm about to buy 32 gigs of RAM. Will 3200 megahertz work on it? I think 3200 megahertz is probably possible on that board with two 16 gig DIMMs, but it's gonna depend on your CPU as well. Using stock fan is fine, correct? Yes, it is. Yes, sirree. Is 83C too hot for a GPU in a game? No, it is not. We're fine. Do not worry, my friend. You are okay. Okay. Can I use power supply cables from the same brand interchangeably? No, you cannot. Yeah, Owen Spider, that's... I might actually zoom in on Discord here to stream because this is kind of rough. What, you kind of can? No, you kind of can't. Don't suggest that you can, Love. Don't do that. I got the Ryzen 5 2600 6-core. Is that good enough for the 3200 megahertz? Two sticks of 3200 is if they're 16 gig. That's probably fine for a 2600. Should be able to do it. That's kind of like borderline though. Okay. Oh, we had a question from last time that was meant to be the annoying questions. Can we just buy 2 cheap $20 Micro Center power supplies and one for a GPU and one for everything else? You can do that. Should you do that? No. Is 3600 preferred on Ryzen? Higher RAM is always preferred, but is it worth buying? Usually not. So, yeah, a lot of Ryzen IMCs are not even going to be stable on. Also, any case fans you suggest, you know, a decent and accessible choice for a lot of regions is Arctic F12 or P12. PWM packs, you can get those pretty easily. It's like $25 to $30 for 5 fans. So if you're going to buy case fans for airflow purposes and just get a bunch of them, then yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Okay? Pretty good idea. I don't even know what RAM to buy. My budget is around 150. I want 32 gigs. Okay, you can get 32 gigs of decent RAM for like 100. So let's do that for you. Let's do it. Hopefully prices have not gone up on the kits since I last checked, and no, they have not. So I guess we'll do this Guile Evo Potenza kit. Noise. Noisu. Alright. I'm gonna grab some more people.
The guy Potenza Aegis stop my aesthetics.
What do you mean? You don't like offensively sharp red gamer RAM?
I mean, it's gamer RAM, but still. Look at them heat sinks.
So
looking like a dang iron with them heat sinks, bro.
Hey man, I'm in a struggle right now. I need really good RAM. My build is high end. Okay. Really good RAM. How much RAM are we talking? Is this for gaming? Is this for gaming and editing? Is this for like what's this? Give me some deets here. Any major difference between 120 and 140 mil fans? Yeah, there's about 20 millimeter. Okay. 140 millimeter fans generally have much smaller selection. Just way less 140 millimeter fans are manufactured in general, and generally 120 millimeter fans are more supported on the case side as well. So typically in a vacuum, you just go 120 millimeter fans. If your case has like 140 mil slots and you find like a pack of F14s or something, then sure, get 140 millimeter fans. But the difference between a 120 and 140 mil version of the same fan is not going to be massive. I was sitting on Newegg the past 30 minutes and the 5600X never even said in stock. I mean, 30 minutes isn't a long time to be waiting for something at this point. And I don't recommend that you just watch a page for 30 minutes for your own sanity. Just use stock tracking, and then you'll get a ping when it is in stock, instead of just refreshing the page for 30 minutes. Yeah. High-end gaming and YouTube editing at 1440p, maybe even 4K. Okay. I've got a bit of a nice kit for you then, in that case. All right, fellas, pay attention here. So, Mr. Walter H. White, are you planning on manually overclocking your RAM and really squeezing performance out of it, or you just want RAM that's like, you know, just decent? Let me know what your preference is in this instance, Mr. Walter H. White. Is Asus TUF B450 Plus motherboard to OC for gaming? What does that mean? You want to overclock on that board? I mean, I don't recommend buying that board basically ever, but I'm confused. Is this like is this good for gaming? Is this overclockable for gaming? Is it too good for gaming? Like, I'm confused. What's your question here? Is it good for gaming? I mean, any motherboard that holds parts that are good for gaming and doesn't die or fail to boot, yeah, it's going to be good for gaming. So I guess in that sense, you know, the TUF B450 Plus can hold like a 3600 or potentially in the future a 5600X. It'd be good for gaming in that sense. but I probably wouldn't recommend that board because it's typically overpriced, especially for a B450 board at this point. For its price, you can get B550 that are good, good B550 board. All right. Okay, in that case, Mr. Walter H. White, we're gonna get you some dual rank B die. Nice. We're gonna get you some delicious, nutritious dual rank B. Let's see. I guess the Trident C RGB kit is the cheapest one. There you go. That's actually a really good dual rank B die kit. So grab this dude right here. Hopefully that's actually in stock. Every time you see that plus on PC Part Picker, it's kind of sus. It's kind of sus. Okay, there you go. And let's see if there's any other kit. That's probably not legit. This is what, 16, 18? Does it not list the primaries? Where are they? Okay, whatever. Yeah, just get that kit. If you want another option, yeah, there's some Revy right over here as well. I got you. Okay. Right, okay. Alright, okay. Don't have to talk. Just okay. Alright, that dude is being back. Okay. Is overclocking for 4K? If you're playing on 4K, overclocking your RAM is going to be less impactful, especially on higher settings. But if you have a high-end budget, I mean, I'd still do it. No. Also, thoughts on Asus Prime Z490A? Mostly an irrelevant board. Yeah, it's not a bad board. It's just it's overshadowed by other boards that are like very close to it in price. Like the Z490A Pro and the Z490 Gaming Plus and the Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi and the Z490 Vision G and the the Z490 Aorus Elite too. They got a GeForce 1660 Ti, Ryzen 5 2600, and the gaming is bad with only 8 gigs, which why would suggest? Okay, get 16 gigs of RAM then. I don't know why you asked me for 32 gigs. Are you trying to go like overkill in the other direction because you're concerned about that? Because I wouldn't do that if I were you. Here, I'll just send you a nice 16 gig. No need to get 32 gig. Thanks Blue for the follow, dude. What's up, dude? You have any questions? What other boards? I just listed a bunch of them. I plan on streaming also. Yeah, okay. Get 16 gigs of RAM. PP. Yes, PP. Thank you, Fox. PP. Should I get an AMD Ryzen 7 series and AMD Radeon 5700 XT or an Intel Core i7 and a 2080 Super? Neither of them. Both of those combinations suck. And 5700 XT has been completely replaced by the 3060 Ti in relevance, and the 2080 Super is also just completely irrelevant. It's been for like several months at this point. 30 series has completely replaced both of them. And you should stream Cyberpunk. I have a 3400G, my guy, and no GPU, so you know how that's gonna go if I try to stream Cyberpunk. If I try to play Cyberpunk, let alone stream it, I will. Yeah. I think my power supply will explode. If I do get 2x8 RAM, I guess that's too low for playing games at 4K. No. 2x8 is fine. I mean, I'm not talking to you, Walter, by the way. I'm talking to a guy in the voice call that I'm in. His name is Virgo. Virgo is just playing games. But you're doing video editing, so I was like, 32 gigs is cool. Just get one of the kits that I sent to you. I sent you a good dual rank B-Die kit, and I sent you a good dual rank Revy kit. Can you check out this build? Please respond, guys. I don't know if it's good or not. Okay. It's not. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. Like instead of Z1, I'd get Vulcan here. B460M mortar is kind of overpriced, and Instead of P2, I'd get A2000, and 2060 Strix is like, why are you doing this to yourself? P300A is not worth 60 in my opinion, and S123 is a cringe budget power supply. Okay, I literally sent you a list earlier today. Alpha, feeling the betrayal that I feel every day when I go into build advice and I see people that I've given lists to and spent like an hour with, and they're like, nope, I'm gonna go ask other people and get worse lists. Poggers. Man. That's good. That's pretty funny. Okay. How do I get a 3080? You can join some stock tracking discords like these over here. Snail Monitor, ATR, and Stock Drops. And sign up for a role there. You get pinged whenever one's in stock. I believe they only support US though. Okay. You gave me a list? Dang, I don't remember. No, I didn't give you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some other people. Do you prefer Intel or AMD? I prefer whatever is the best performance for a person's specific budget at a certain time. So at this time, in a lot of regions, it would be Intel for low and mid-range budgets, AMD for higher end budgets. Yeah. I don't think I can spend 200 quid on RAM. Okay, that's fine. If you don't need to like overclock super far or anything like that, we can get you some cheaper RAM that's still decent at overclocking. It's like the same thing. Yeah, AMD is a company that makes products, and Ryzen is their CPU branding. Okay, so Intel or AMD or Ryzen. I don't think I can spend 200 quid on RAM. Okay, that's fine. We'll just get you a cheaper kit of Revy. No biggie. No biggie. Let's actually see what's available in the UK. So we got a bunch of kits here. We got some Viper Steels. Do we have a ballistics? There we go. Okay, that's a decent bit. Let's we're gonna get this red ballistics kit right here. There you go. Boom. That might be Rev B actually, but that's still overclocks on Ryzen. Okay. Will that RAM game at 4K and edit at 1440p? Basically, all RAM will game at 4K and edit at 1440. Yeah. Yep, those are my specs. At least for now. Hey, I'm back. What would be your best 500 gig SSD recommendation for 50? I sent it to you earlier. It'd be the Kingston A2000 at this time. It's like $53 for 500 gig. Would G-Skill Trident Z RAM be better than Corsair RAM? Trident Z is just branding. It's like saying, is Ryzen better than Core? Is the Pentium better than Athlon? Like, there's different Pentiums, there's different Athlons. So there's different Trident Z kits, there's different Corsair kits. Corsair is an entire brand. Actually, Trident Z is like.
What's the difference between Trident Z Royal and Trident Z?
Colors.
Royal has like the crystal, the rocky crystal aesthetic, and then regular Trident Z, it just doesn't actually have RGB even. Yeah, just regular. Unless you mean Trident Z RGB, then it has like the kind of.
The Royals is just regular Trident with a martini glass.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the rich. It's for the rich. Okay. My streamer's a legend. You're a legend. Look, I'm a dumbass, but why is lower megahertz better? It's not better. It's just you can afford the lower megahertz. And also, if you plan on overclocking, you can still push that 3000 megahertz kit that I sent to you pretty well. You can push it pretty far. If I have a Windows product key, now what's my next step? Oh, he's not even in the voice channel. God build, right? Like, godlike. No. Okay. Oh, if you want to know what mic I have, I'll show it to you. Now I don't necessarily.
Monoprice stage right.
That's not what I have. I don't
Okay.
necessarily recommend this mic at this time, but this is the mic that I have if you're interested. It's a pretty good mic. I believe it's normally $100 at this point, so pretty decent XLR mic. It is a condenser mic, so just be aware of that. That's basically it. Shall I just fully change my build? As you said, every part is bad, or ask someone to make a good one. Yeah, so sure, that's fine, not a bad idea. But I would probably wait until, if you don't have all the money, wait until you have all the money. Or number two, and number two, also figure out when you're buying. So if you have parts like a 5600X or a 3060 Ti or 3080, and they're not in stock right now, I would try to get those first, and then everything else should follow afterwards. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that sexy red RAM. Sounds good, dude. Red RAM is pretty sexy. Not going to lie. Oh my god. My 3400G struggles with Discord macros. It's too much for me. It's too much for me to handle. I see your
Is
stream. You didn't
is a
even look at it?
3400
I
G
did
a
look at
better
it.
buy
What's
than
it
a
do?
10100?
I just didn't open it on stream.
Yes.
What's up, dude?
Is a 10100 a better buy than the 3400G if you're on integrated graphic gaming gang?
No.
Oh,
But the
okay.
3400G is just really strongly advise avoiding that unless you're... The only case I would get an APU is if you're never going to upgrade, period, and you can't use a DGPU, or you're in a case where you can't use a DGPU. Like I have an Inwin Chopin, and that case doesn't support adding a GPU unless you modify it. And even if you do modify it, you can only fit like a 1050 Ti in it. So yeah, that's why I bought the 3400G. So just to be clear there, yeah, I don't recommend the 3400G at all at this point. I already own an RTX 2060, so I need to build with it. I can spend 500 on the build, not including GPU. Okay. Sure, we can make you a list then. What's a general fan setup for mid cases? Front to back, bottom to top, 2 in the front, 1 in the back, top and bottom fans, generally not necessary. I mean, the fans in general are generally not
What
necessary.
if I
but yeah.
actually have 3 fans in the front and 1
What
in
is
the
your
back?
PC like for gaming? For like game, this is my gaming PC for now. I'm waiting for some stuff to be available in Canada before I upgrade.
Zen
I've
3.
used this for like a couple months. I've just been waiting. I've just been waiting for Lisa. Waiting for Lisa. How long do you think a 1660 Ti will last me for 1080p gaming? Depends. Every time somebody asks me, like, you know, how long is my hardware gonna last in terms of like being relevant? Like, I don't know. I don't know what future games are gonna require. I don't know if you're gonna play those future games. I don't know what settings you require. I don't know what, FPS you think is playable. So like, I don't know. I mean, a 1660 Ti is like a decent mid-ish range card right now. So I don't know. Like, wait, find out. I mean, if you're considering buying a 1660 Ti, I think that's a terrible idea. But if you already own one from before, like from a year and a half ago, then sure. That's why you get a 10900K and a 3090. Okay, buddy. My
Intel
3
better,
RAM
AMD bad.
choices are Ballistics RGB, Trident CRGB, and Vengeance RGB. Get the Ballistics kit. If they're all 3200 megahertz, get the Ballistics. Are there special people that make PC lists here? Not really. Just ask, and hopefully someone makes you a list that isn't garbage. Actually, no. I was gonna make you a list. Yeah. What about 3600 megahertz? I probably wouldn't get a 3600 megahertz rated kit. All right, we're gonna make you a list, Mr. Underscore Daniel. Okay, there we go. You have a $500 budget outside the GPU. That's probably gonna be 10100 too. Let's get that motherboard. Let's get that delicious budget B46. Oh, there's an ITX board over here. Whack. Are we actually about to get the ASRock B460M HD? I think we are actually about to get.
For Aegis, people are gonna say, my ass rock.
I
I agree.
actually don't know which board to get here. I'm gonna get the ASRock board. Fuck it. Doesn't matter.
People acting like
chances of this
BIOS,
person looking at their BIOS is like 0. So.
people acting like BIOS matters on B460 boards. I have a B460 board. I've only been in the BIOS intentionally like twice.
All right, and then
Maybe.
storage, we'll do and video card. You said you already have, so we're gonna mark that as purchase. I think it was this one. Yes. And in your case, we have a decent amount of money left to spend actually, so I'm gonna get the MB3 20L. Power supply, you know the boys are doing Segotep. You know the boys doing it. Mark that. 49.
I go tap.
Alright, we're chilling.
Okay, so right. So was it PN on the outside or on the actual unit?
My Segotep?
Yeah. Was it PN on the outside like a sticker, or was it
It said Segotep.
or did it
It
say
said
it on the
Segotep
actually?
GP600G.
No, like the logic name.
Did not look at that.
Oh my god. This is why we can't have nice things.
Bro,
Right,
it's
it's
already
just-
in. I'll check. I'll try to check.
Right, it's just
I'll check.
such a dis.
Oh, hey, guys, stop doing me dirty like this, bro.
I'm literally SMHing my head right now. Shaking my SMH.
Smack.
Bonk. Go to SMH jail.
Mm.
Depends on the cable gauge. If you have to ask and can't check, use 2 separate cables. Hold on, what's the current rating on 18 gauge wire?
I think it's like 20 amps. Let me check.
20 amps per wire, right?
Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah, so let me think. Yeah, 30 should be able to run fine on just one set of those cables.
Okay, so 18 can hold 16. It can hold 16 amps. Or that's for chassis wiring. Ooh, power transmission. Yeah, okay, bud.
Thank you so much for following that.
That doesn't
Thanks,
even
dude.
that doesn't even scale well.
Will D15S fit tall RAM? Dude, stop considering the D15S for 3700X. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself?
If Buildzoid can overclock like a 3600 to like 4.8 gigahertz on a stock, like on a Ray Prism or something, you're fine.
Yeah.
Aegis. I love you.
I love you too. Whoever said that.
How the fuck do you not remember my voice by now?
There are a lot of guys that kind of sound like you, so I'm not sure. Oh, is that Zev?
I actually don't know if you're Stylo Max or not.
That doesn't sound
He's
like
not, but
I want to kill myself.
no, it's not. Style's a lot more rough,
I
but
need
like
help, man. The regular one doesn't fit. Dude, I'm pretty sure Ray Prism has infinite RAM clearance because it doesn't like
Al-
encroach over the.
Alpha, I am Zev's little pug champ.
Oh my god. You're my little pog champ. Oh my god, dude. Yikes. No, the Noctua? Then don't get the D15. Just use the stock cooler. You literally asked me if the stock cooler is fine. Just get the stock cooler then. High stream. Lol.
Gubex, where should the sticker be?
Lamau. Okay. Don't have to talk. Just. Yikes. Solid yikeroonies. Yup. Isn't AMD better for gaming? Yup. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's see if there's any tech news today. Hardware.
Aegis, do you agree that the 6900 XT is some cring?
Is what?
Is some cring?
That's even the YouTubers think that
Cringe.
so it's definitely cringe.
Saying Kring is cringe.
True. Dizings.
You're cring.
Okay, I saw this already. Are any past PCI GPUs better at something than newer GPUs? What does it mean, like compute?
Vega
Yeah, Radeon
intensifies.
7. I was like immediately, I was like, okay, yeah, Radeon 7. Cool. Interesting. Blah blah blah. Does AMD have a competitor to the 3080? I have a question. Is this
6900 XT.
the 800X? What a weird question. Okay. Not a very good competitor, but it is one. It is a competitor.
Aegis, should I be using OpenCL or CUDA with my AM? I'm playing.
Just go through
What?
that again and think about that answer. Oh,
Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening here? What the frick is happening over here? Excuse my language.
Whoa.
Epic. My mic doesn't work. That's fine. I just like I don't expect people to talk here anyways. I have a question about fans. I'm about to build my first PC, and this is what I have so far. Let's take a look. Large yikes. Okay. My radiator will probably go to the top, and 3 intake. Okay, did you already buy all this stuff or no? Because like I hope you didn't. I'm hoping that you did not.
If he's open to recommendations, he probably didn't buy it.
Well, you'd be surprised. Let's see. See what he says.
God,
see.
he got a PGM 750. No.
Let's see what he says. Let us observe. I
Bought
already
everything.
Lamau. Well, see what I said. Unlucky. All right. Well, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Radiator on top, that's fine. 3 intake fans on the front, that's fine. I had to get that power supply because of the combo with the 3070. Nvidia knows what they're doing, dude. They're getting that insurance money. They're making sure all the people that buy the 3070 with the power supply get blown up, dude. They're making sure, dude. The fats, dude, they gotta go. Gotta go, dude. Cubex, you're gonna have to start a repair service, soldering new FETs onto PGM platforms after people come to you, and then they're blown up. Wonderful.
you also have to change the I think the bulk cap out or something. So you got to change one of the caps
Yeah,
too.
you gotta change the bulk caps, dude. You gotta change the hold up caps.
Indeed.
Just change all the caps, dude.
Don't forget to put OTP on the fan IC.
Actually, that review was released. Let me go look back at it.
Bro,
Ages.
85 degrees.
Sorry.
85-degree caps. Big yikeroonies,
Sorry
dude.
about
Big
that.
yikers.
Ages, I need a little bit of assistance from you, sir.
Oh boy.
Australian dollars. Okay.
Mhm.
$2,000 gaming, 1440p.
Mm-hmm.
I need some help making that build real quick.
Okay, that is gonna be okay, alright, we'll do something. I
Yeah.
can still return everything? Alright, cool, return everything. Besides the AIO, I suppose. Actually, hold on, what else should you not return? Yeah, return the CPU, return the motherboard, return the RAM. You can keep the SSD if you really want to. You can keep the hard drive, return the GPU. I'd return the case and the power supply as well. Yeah. So yeah, keep the case, keep the SSD, keep the hard drive. Sorry, not the case. Keep the SSD, keep the hard drive, keep the AIO. Everything else is like kind of a question mark.
Actually, the weird thing about that PGM is that it has like really bad transient response.
Yep.
It's got actually, I don't think Tech Power Up kills it. So it's like
The GPU is fine, but I'm assuming you have to return it with the power supply. So, because you got them bundled. And then the CPU, the 3700X, is irrelevant at this. Okay. Let's see what we can get in Australia. Actually,
Yeah, 2,000 to 2,500 AUD.
yeah, that would be 5600X 3080, but let's see if there's actually 3080s in fucking us. The answer is kind of. Okay. Well, I mean, it's on pre-order, I guess. We'll deal with that.
Oh, it doesn't have
5600X.
OTP. Oh, it doesn't? Uh-oh.
Poggers, no OTP. That's my favorite.
Oh, wait. No, wait. Or maybe no, he just killed the unit before he did that test.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, we were doing testing, but like we couldn't complete it. It blew up before we actually.
There's no graph here because I couldn't conduct my AMC pre-compliance testing. My sample died.
You watched the Busters video with our boy Eris. That was very nice, very nice. I didn't know Eris made YouTube videos. Pretty pog.
Eris makes YouTube videos. Hold up.
Yeah, it's
he
a
does.
channel called Hardware Busters. Pretty cool. Yeah, Mike.
You actually get to see him actually take apart the unit, so that's fun.
Silicon Power X turbine. X Power turbine. It. Nice. Storage. Oh god, my internet's taking a shit. Why, internet? Why? I thought we loved each other. Stop taking a shit, internet. Jesus Christ, what is happening? Is someone downloading a hentai upstairs? What's going on?
Sorry.
Oh my god, is that you, Damien? Fucking upstairs
Yeah, it's
downloading
me.
hentai all over again? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's me.
We talked about this, Damien. We fucking talked about this.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I mean, it's your build that's on the line here, so no skin off my back. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh my. Oh no. Wait, I haven't seen this case in forever. The MB400L. Holy shit. That's a real memory lane, right? Real trip down memory lane. Someone is downloading Cyberpunk upstairs? Yeah, probably. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's get a 750 watt unit here. Get some real nice stuff up here. Deep Cool DQ. Is that DQM? No, that's DQST. Cringe. Essential PGM, all cringe. Whisper M. Yo, the Whisper M homie. I haven't seen this homie in so long.
Yeah, I made a list for AUD, and it was like one of the cheapest 750 watts. I'm like,
Holy shit,
awesome,
dude, Whisper
cool.
M is Poggerin. Poggerin. Okay, there you go. There's your list. It's around 2,500. If you wait a bit, I'm sure the 5600X and 3080 will go down in price from that. But everything else there is good to buy. ATM.
Cool deal. Thank you, sir.
Cool. Did you get a different mic? No, I did not. I've been streaming using the same mic for the last while. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used my Stage Right as my stream mic. Yeah, I mean, I might do that sometime. I actually have the Stage Right in the house with me now, so I can do that. Thanks Naps, and yeah, thanks Naps for the follow. Okay. This Ibrahim guy is kind of problematic.
My friend Justin is cracked at Fortnite, my guy.
You're what?
My friend Justin is cracked at Fortnite, my guy.
Okay.
Point me in the direction of the person who asked.
Okay, nice. You just left. I mean, I don't. Whatever. I guess. Okay, cool. Is this a good PC for $2,500 budget? I mean, if it's $2,500, it's probably not good. No, it is not. No, sir, it is not. That is final answer. Yeah, it's not terrible, right? Like this. I mean, that's pretty over. Like the part selection itself is not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible, but not good either. Cool. Fuel.
Aegis.
Hello.
I got something to tell you, buddy.
Uh-huh.
I like your cock, G.
Thanks, BB.
Nice.
Isu.
This is a certified pog.
This is a certified yip cock moment.
Yep, cock. Yep, cock.
Yip. Yip.
Forsen is banned on Twitch. Peppa Hands.
Pepe hands. Big Sag. Oh my god. I got a 3080. Congrats, dude.
Though to be fair,
Oh
you
god,
did show a
it's
horse cock on stream.
$980. What the fuck? Oh no.
Well, it's
Let's hope
980 with
that's
whatever
Canadian
else
dollars
he
or some
has.
shit. Oh god.
Oh wait,
That reminds me, where the fuck is my energy drink at?
Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Nate is your mate, by the way. If you have a question, type it in voice chat text. Type it in voice chat text. Hold on, I want to see this guy's video. I'm just making sure it's not inappropriate. Did he come on his GPU or something?
Nate, don't worry, buddy. If you need help, you can ask all you want to. We don't bite. Or do we?
Oh yeah.
imagine asking Outlast for.
Yeah.
I don't think that guy's gonna join, but
Do you
okay.
recommend around the same budget? Why is 10 out of 15 and not 15 out of 15? Because I'm lazy. And also, not a lot of people need help today. Yeah. What do you recommend around the same budget? What is your budget? Give me the number. It was a bundle? With what? All I see in the bundle is like a little HDMI adapter thing. Can someone help me? Okay, he's not even in the voice channel. Join voice. Also, if you're new to this channel, I'm streaming this voice call on Twitch and YouTube. So if you say something, just be aware you're being streamed, blah, 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 blah. Hey, I was curious about which B550 motherboard to get. I was looking at B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi, but on Newegg it has a lot of one-star reviews. On Newegg, if you actually exclude the all-related product reviews and you look at the one-star reviews, a lot of them look like user error, like they picked the wrong CPU for the motherboard, or they're not using flashback properly. Like a lot of B550 motherboards is like people buying it for Ryzen 5000 and they're like, why isn't it working out of the box? The motherboard, it's the motherboard's fault. I mean, it is the motherboard's fault, but it's also your fault. Yeah. Bruh, this man's really in class. Don't have to talk, just listen. I got everything around 1.4K before tax. Well, my friend. Did you know for 1.4K you can actually afford a 5600X and a 3080? It's incredible. I know. 5600X, 3080 for 1.4K.
Answer.
It's actually possible. You just have to be patient. So if you can get a 5600X for $300, and if you can get a 3080 for $700, that's $1,000. With the remaining $400, you can fit all the other stuff that you need, or around 400. It's like maybe like 450, like 1.45K. Yeah. Get yourself some deodorant. Why are you telling this man to get deodorant? Why are you insulting his personal hygiene, huh? Huh?
He stinks!
He stinks? Really? Shit. That's unlucky. Can I switch the i3 10th gen to a 10400 in the build you made me? Yeah, you can if you want to. I say that, yeah, the 10400 is obviously more worth it, I guess, than the 10100 in given current pricing. Because for $50 more, you avoid going quad core. And then you don't have to upgrade that in the future for like that's actual future proofing, right? Because like the thing is, usually when you go to like a higher end CPU, maybe you need to change other things in the build. But for the most part, 10100 to 10400 isn't like a big current change. So like you can basically stick to a low end B460. So the only time I go 10100 or I'm forced to go for 10100 is when that $50 like really matters. Just okay. Zesty. You know, your question. Anyone else have a question? Can someone help me build a Ryzen gaming PC sub 3K? Yeah, you can get basically extremely close to the best gaming PC. Let's just call it the best gaming PC possible for a consumer, like for a reasonable consumer at least, for like 1.5K or even 1.4K if you squeeze and you're patient. So, I would not spend over 1.5K on a PC from a purely like performance perspective. If you want to spend more than that, it's most likely going to go into unnecessary things or aesthetics, or perhaps you're looking for like a really specific feature off a motherboard. Yeah, like RGB. Switch to 10400, I guess. Sure, go for it. Yeah, I'm actually, given your budget, I'm surprised I forgot to do that. So yeah, definitely switch to the 10400. What kind of motherboard and power supply and case would you recommend then? So He-Man, here's the thing, right? If you have a 1.4-ish K budget and you're getting a 5600X and a 3080, first of all, I hope you have like a 1440p 144 monitor, or you're planning to buy one, so that's like a $300 to $400 monitor. And if that's the case, I would wait. I would wait for the 5600X and 3080 to be a little bit more available. And yeah, cool. Are you American? I'm Canadian, but I am most familiar with the American market. Yeah, I used to live in America. I'm here temporarily. I'm in Austin.
He's a traitor.
Yeah, 3000 AUD can you can still afford like this 5600X 3080 thing I'm talking about. In fact, Pause Champ in the channel, I just made him a list for like 2500 Australian, 5600X and 3080. If you scroll up, actually, you'll see it. So scroll up and look at the list I pinged Pause Champ with. That's a list that's 5680 for about 2.6K Australian. And if you wait a little bit, I'm sure that'll drop below 2.5K. Yep.
You can run 4800. Doesn't mean you should or can, not necessarily.
Yeah, you definitely can. But
like your motherboard is actually your IMC is gonna allow that. Your motherboard might not, and your RAM kit may not. So
your RAM
have
kit
fun.
probably doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, actually, the cheap Red V, the Red V's
stabilize in like 6 months. No, it's not gonna take 6 months. It's probably gonna be like 1 or 2 months.
I mean, the 3600 CL16 Blessix kit I got, it can, I mean, without really pushing it, it got to like 4600 just without, I like 1.45 volts, so it can go higher.
What RGB fans do you recommend? In most regions, yeah, in most regions, some of the nice fans that we tend to recommend are kind of hard to get. So if you're in the US, you could try to get like, Gelid Stellas or like Enermax Squaw, Enermax HF, that sort of thing. If you're not in the US and those are unavailable to you, you could settle for like, Deepcool CF, RF, UF, that sort of thing. Those are like okay fans. They're not too loud. They don't have good like max RPM or like great airflow or anything, but they don't get too loud and the RGB is pretty uniform. If you're in the UK, I believe the Enermax fans should be available. So yeah, try to get Enermax Squaws or Enermax HF 120s. And yeah. Is this a good build? Well, no, it's not a good build. No, sir. Not a good build. I made a list that I think is a good build. If you scroll up, it has a 5600X.
Can you hey Aegis?
What's up, dude?
Can you make like a dirty 80 build for me? That's like not expensive because like I can't do it.
Okay, I mean,
Define expensive is kind of subjective.
I have 3800 C14 kit from G-Skill. Okay, so you have extremely high bin B die. In that case, yeah, sure. I would absolutely try to get 4800 C16 running. Good luck. You need an overclocking, like a RAM overclocking guide, hit me up. I can send you something that might help you. And yeah, best of luck to you. I hope your motherboard is capable. And yeah, that sounds fun. You're gonna have a very, very strong gaming setup if you get that successfully running. Jarhead, don't make me mute you. Don't make me do it. I don't even
My
know
cat
though.
stepped on my keyboard.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I don't even know though. If you want a 3080 build, you're gonna spend at least 1.4k US dollars. You can get a 3080 build for less than that, but it's gonna be with a CPU that is. Actually, no, you can do 10400 3080 for like 1.25k. So yeah, 1.25k, assuming you're playing in 1440p, higher settings. That's
Yeah, that.
yeah. If your budget is lower than that, I would not consider a 3080.
Well, my budget is 1,500, so.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you can definitely afford a 3080 then. But the problem with that
Alright.
is obviously the 3080 is very, very hard to find. So I would wait. I would wait up until you can find a 3080 for hopefully close to $700 to $800. And when you do,
$800.
and when you do, let me know. And yeah, we can figure it out then. We can figure out your list at that time.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. All right, Axe Killer, your comments are not that bad, I guess, but just try not to shout so much.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. Cool. Oh my God, Silicon posting his fucking hierarchy again. Yikaroo. You're in VC. I can answer your keys. Where is the 3080 build? Scroll up. I pinged Pause Champ with. So if you scroll up, it's over here. I pinged Pause Champ. You can take a look at that.
What
list.
channel is this in?
Everybody who is asking questions is in voice chat text, or hopefully they are, or they're in my Twitch chat. All right. Let's. How long do you run your GPU benchmarks in a new system to check if it's defective or not? If your GPU is defective, it should almost immediately reveal itself. If you're asking for like stability testing, like an overclock, and you're doing stability testing. Honestly, GPUs are probably like one of the most finicky parts to like stability test because they're famously well known to like do fine on Furmark or do fine in like superposition or heaven runs. And then as soon as you play specific games, especially games like Siege and Overwatch, you just fucking crash. So do both. Yeah. Play all the games you're playing for a decent amount of time and run superposition runs, do I don't know, like fucking Firestrike extreme runs. Run Furmark if you really want to. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty. Can you please send me the build? I've looked everywhere. Okay, I'll send you a link to the message that has the build. It's not even that far up. I don't know how you're not finding it. There you go. Build thoughts. I already have the card and CPU purchased. You have the Z490 Dark? Yeah, you're definitely going to be able to hit 4800 then. Okay. So let's take a look at this list here, Mr. Zesty. 3600X for $295 is awful. B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi is fine as long as you get it for 110. Yeah, that's awful. Just get the 5600X. It's like the same price. That's really terrible. The RAM is kind of overpriced. You can get similar performance from a $50-ish kit of RAM. SN550 is not worth 105. I would rather get the 665p at around 90. 3060 Ti for 450-ish is okay. I'll accept that. Meshify CTG for 80. If you really want a white case and you really like that case in particular, I don't have a problem with that. Although just be aware you're buying a micro ATX motherboard in an ATX case, so you could go micro ATX instead. Especially if you want a shorter case. CX550 is fine. I'd rather get the Segotep, I suppose, at this price range, but I'm not against you getting a CX550 either. And finally, don't pay $110 for an OEM version of Windows. Okay. Organizer. Let's take a look. How many Hive slots does it take to make a 3080 build? Nice meme. Okay. Would you change anything? All right, let me throw this up on stream here. Seems to do the trick, lol. Yep, that's how you do it. Oh, you're memeing. Okay. Pretty shitty meme as well. There's some bad part choices, unironically. Yes, I have water cool.
Any
I
recommendations to
run
get 10 million
5.4 gig
honey?
core frequency and 5.1 gig uncore frequency at the moment, but memory just at 3800 C14, so I think that limits me. That absolutely does limit you. Yeah. Go for it, dude. Yo, I'm hyped. This guy's like, I don't know if he's joking or not, because like people who have hardware like this generally know what they're doing. But if you're genuinely new to this and you've just bought like, you know, all that shit, like, dude, go fucking nuts, dude. Go nuts. Should I get a 3060 Ti or 3070? 3060 Ti is higher value and probably higher viability in my opinion, but if you have a choice, yeah, 3060 Ti. But if you don't have a choice, which you probably don't, just get whatever's available. 6800 XT or 3080? 3080 every time. Unless like, you know, again, we're in a time where it's like get whatever's available. So like if you don't care about the features, then I guess 6800 XT if it's available on the 3080. How much should I spend on Windows? It seems 100. You should spend $0 on Windows. If you need help activating Windows, when the time comes and you're done with your build, you can shoot me a DM and I'll help you activate Windows for free. Yeah. With that build,
For free?
the GPU to a Vision and a case to an O11. That's up to you. That's a personal decision. From a performance perspective, that's not going to give you anything, but from aesthetics, you know, you might be happier with that. Good liquid cooler for 100 to 130. The Galahad's pretty good. Dude, I was shilling the Galahad before the Gamers Nexus review, and it fucking came out, and I feel so vindicated. I feel so fucking CLC 360 at 110. Yeah, if you want to tune the fan curve on the CLC 360, sure. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't know it was 110. That's pretty good. All right. Cool. Nice, epic, very gamer. Very nice. Oh, it's from EVGA. That's why. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Don't have to talk. Just listen. You know, it's really weird having like a Core P5 and then you know, switching to a Chopin. It's like going from the absolutely massive chonker side of the case spectrum to like the tiny.
Why is everyone muted in here?
Like here, look at this. Look at this. 4P5,
Yep.
right? Okay. Can we not do that, please? Was that Axe? Oh, we're getting raided. Poggers. No. There's 3 people in here with the same profile picture. I'm pretty sure we're getting raided. Poggers. All right. Well, I mean, maybe they're just memeing. Whatever. No more screaming, guys. Okay, screaming is not cool. Screaming is for small children. And,
It's
if
not
you're
a raid, by
if
the
you're
way.
a small child, you should not be on Discord. Yeah. So this is a Core P5, absolutely massive chunker case, and now I'm using an Inwin Chopin, which is like, look at how tiny this thing is. Look how cute this thing is. So small. You could carry this with 2 fingers, with your thumb and your pinky around it. Got any recommendations for mid-range RGB fans that aren't dog shit? If you're in the US, Enermax Squaw, Enermax HF 120, Gelid Stella, yeah. There's some other picks as well, but those are the generally cheaper side of our recommendations. P7, yeah, P7 is thick. All right. Let's see what we got here.
My asshole burns.
Okay. Are the weirdos leaving now? Damn. Who let all the 12-year-olds into the server? I remember looking at the Core P5 in 2018. Nice. Yeah, I bought my Core P5 in 2018 as well. For real?
Ah!
Come on, Axe Killer. Why, dude? I thought you were cool. I thought me and you were cool. I thought he was like chilling. Real monk moment. Monky moment. No, he just sent the wrong link. I think he's genuinely maybe asking for help. Maybe I'm too innocent. Maybe. I was looking at those. They didn't seem too great. What was that third one? Lol server muted. Yeah, I caught him before he left. What a cringe lord. All right. What was that third one? The Gelid Stella. My feeling when funny monkey. Yeah, funny monkey. Oh, what's up? What's up, Mario? How you doing, man? You having a good time? You having a real nice good time, my guy? Monkey. Monkey. Here's the list. Sorry. Oh, it is an actual list. Okay. You're not actually trolling this time. Cool. Let's look at your list, my guy. Let's see it. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Yep. It's pretty awful. 2600 is completely irrelevant. U9S is such a weird pick here. Just, yeah, not a relevant cooler either. Motherboard is actually, like, fine for this CPU, but again, the CPU is not relevant, so by extension, the motherboard isn't. RAM is like $20 overpriced, or $30 overpriced, actually. That's really overpriced. Oh, it's RGB, that's why. Okay, I thought these were LPX. Didn't see the strip there. Still pretty overpriced though. 1660 Super is just an awful idea at this point. MB311L for 112 is really awful as well. And S123 is not a good budget power supply at this point. I feel like I should add an SSD. Oh yeah, you don't even have an SSD. My brain is just tuned to like assume you have an SSD, but you don't. Okay, Mr. XXXXX, bunch of X's. I sent you a list earlier. I sent you a link to a list earlier that is I would consider to be good, and those are my recommendations. Those are my recommendations. Okay. If you change anything from that, I'm probably not going to approve. But you know, your world. Yeah, if you're gonna get the O11 dynamic, you should be water cooling. What the fuck? Oops. If you're gonna get the O11 dynamic, you should be water cooling. Yeah, the case almost necessitates it. It's gonna look really whack having like a Wraith Stealth in an O11 dynamic, but and you're already spending a lot to like change how this thing looks aesthetically. Get a 360 rad, I suppose. Yep. Yep, like a 360 mil AIO. That's right. The guy. Tier list. Is this good? No, not really. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. I'd get a 5600X over a 5800X. I would not get that AIO for this CPU. Or in general, really. B550 Aorus Elite is a nice board, but not necessary here. You could definitely do with a cheaper board. Ballistics kit. This is actually a surprisingly like well-informed list. It looks like at least some of these are like parroted off of the meta. Ballistics RGB is like fine if you're planning on overclocking your RAM manually, but if you're not, then there's definitely cheaper RGB kits. And I'm also not sure if you're okay with the red. 970 Evo is not bad at 60. Samsung is dumping their old stock at this point, but I'd rather go for A2000 for like 50. 3080 Founders is cringe. TD500 is fine, but there's definitely cheaper cases that are, you know, basically just as good. NZXTC is also okay, but there are cheaper 750 watt units right now. And Squaw is fine, but $60 is a bit steep for 3 Squaws. It should be like 50. Yeah. There you go. There you go. I got you. I just wanted to say hey because you're a special person in the server. This guy's just pinging random affiliates just to say hi to them. Okay. Okay. Jesus. What RGB kit did you use in your P5 build? I used 4 LL120s, unfortunately, with the Lighting Node Pro. Please do not follow my example. Have you seen the GIM fans? The KV24 look nice. I have no idea what those are, but I'm sure they're nice. You donated $1 asking for an unmute? Nah, dude. Nah, dude. Doesn't work like that around here. I appreciate the dono, but nah, dude. You can appeal your mute, or maybe if you come back in like, you know, a day or two, I might unmute you. But yeah, if you want to get unmuted early, you can appeal your unmute and admin mail. But I gave you plenty of fucking warnings. I literally verbally warned you like 2 or 3 times, and you still did it. Still did it. And if you're that incapable of listening to basic, please stop screaming and moaning in VC. For like 3 times, you probably don't even belong in this server. But yeah, it's not that hard. Not that hard, dude, to like not moan in voice channels. I'll toss you a link if you're interested. Yeah, sure. Sure, man. Sauce me up. These are the GIM KB24. Oh, okay. Those look like okay, interesting. Those look like Aurora type clones. Interesting. Okay. Nice. How about now? You can keep donating $1, dude. I'm not gonna unmute you. Not gonna unmute you, buddy. All right. Cool. Let me click over here. Not sure how I feel about the little black ring, but they are nice. Have no color patching either. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the, you know, the typical like up here type clone. So you can get really like any of those as if you're using them for decorative purposes, then yeah. Should I get liquid or air cooling for the 5600X? Just use the stock cooler. Yeah, if it's not enough, you can change to like a budget air cooler later, but the stock cooler is good enough. Be quiet, CLC. Yeah, Pure Loop gang. It changes the hierarchy to make it all of this thing, and some of those are wrong. Oh, Silicon, why must you do this? Thank you, 39 light for the follow, dude. Okay.
Tell him to join VC.
Oh yeah, sure. Actually, just join VC. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it, boys. We're doing it. Why would you do 1440p comparison? Do 4K comparison. What are you doing? You guys crazy. This is wrong for GPU comp. In what? For what?
Not yet.
Join VC. Ay, dude. It's partially decorative, partially cooling. Like, I'm not trying to have a fan that doesn't do shit, but I don't need no 60 CFM. 60 CFM isn't even that high, dude. Come on, dude. You gotta buy the THA 1212BE, dude. If you're not doing triple digit CFM, are you even a fan? Do you even spin? Do you even spin, dude? Come on, bro. Even lift, bro? Do you even fucking lift? Alright, I've completely changed it up to the 3060 Ti. It doesn't have a listed price. What about the updated version? Okay, I'll take a look. Instead of 10400F, go 10400 because it's like straight up cheaper right now. Drop the cooler. Stock cooler on Intel i5 is currently overlocked. B460 Pro 4. If you really want AT, I decided to disconnect. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hello? What the fuck, OBS?
Hi.
What is wrong with you? Okay, my bad. Yeah, OBS just took a shit. My bad.
It's okay. How do I get free? Like, what do I have to do?
DM me when you're done with your build. When you fully built your build, DM me.
I fully built my build. I
and-
just have to do my side panel.
Okay, all right. No, like once you're completely done installing everything, then yeah, talk to me and I'll help you. Installing
Okay.
Windows.
So I DM you.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Actually, I'll just send this to you now.
Cool.
1 second. Let me grab this for you. Okay. All right, so there's your link. You're going to download that, and then you're also going to follow this video that I made. It's like a tutorial. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Evan Vu for the follow. What's your specs? There's a specs command.
Okay. Thank you.
Just do ! specs and you'll see it. Yo, Jesus, we have DMs. Okay, so doesn't have DRAM, right? Helix L doesn't have DRAM, yeah. But Helix L is get A60 over Helix L if they're the same price, by the way. You just ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you. Can you send me the thing you sent for that kid for free Windows? When you're done with your build, let me know, and I'll send it to you. Yep. Cool. Why is 1440p wrong for GPU comparisons? Just joined VC Pro. Why? Yeah. Oh god, did he send me a weird image? I argue with Silicon VGC on the daily. Oh my god, that's funny. What's your background on PC hardware? 2 years of doing a lot of reading. And yeah, that's my background. You're welcome. Also, thanks for the follow. That's pretty funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, Cry. Stop telling people to get X570 for their 5800Xs, Cry. I'm gonna I'm gonna do something. Don't make me do it. I'm gonna do something dangerous. Don't make me do it. I don't want to. I don't. At the same time, I don't want to waste time on Silicon, but at the same time, he is constantly just posting this stupid hierarchy thing. Whatever. Top 3 headsets, 100 or under. Do like PC37X. Yeah, PC37X, Cooler Master MH751/752. You could or headphones plus mic. Do headphones plus mic. Yeah. PC37X is a pretty good choice though. Okay then. Cringe. It's fallacious to think that you should proportionally scale proportionally scale your spending cards. Okay. 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 What's the budget? Okay, dude. Bunch of X's, man. You've been answered like 3 or 4 times at this point. Someone told you Liquid Freezer 2. That's valid. Someone told you Be Quiet loop, so like pure loop. That's valid. Someone told you Captain 360EX. I would even say that's valid, okay? You've been answered like 3 times already, and you're like just spamming questions, but you're not actually like reading the answers. Oh my god. I can't see? You can't see the channel you're typing in? That's crazy. What the fuck? Okay, well, I just read it to you. I don't know how you're not seeing the channel you're actually typing in on Discord. The man's so zoomed in, he can only see like 1 message at a time. What the fuck? Oh my. Okay. Oh my god. Why? Alright. What's going on over here? Oh no, that's not a list. That is
Chris, how do you
no
get the free
bueno.
windows in?
Is no bueno right there.
Wait, how do you get the free windows thing?
When you're done with your build and you've completely
Yeah,
built everything, talk to me and I will help you activate Windows.
Yeah, like it's, I'm just putting a second one.
Yo, in the build you gave me, the Mushkin Helix boot drive, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't have DRAM. Is this an issue? No, it's not. And also, I probably didn't give you a build with a Helix L in it. I usually choose A60 over Helix L. They're usually the same price.
Do you mind sending me the free windows thing?
I just told you, when you're done with your build, I can help you
I
activate
am.
Windows when you are done with your build. When you've finished constructing all of the parts together. And
I am.
it is
I'm
in
building
a
a
functional
second
state
PC.
that is ready to boot. Then contact
Yes,
me.
I've got. Yo, where's the? Yes,
will
I've
help you.
already got a PC. I've already got a PC, but I'm building another one. Yo, where's the?
Yes, I understand that, but you have not built the other one yet. So that's why I'm telling you to.
Yeah, but I wanna activate Windows on my already built one.
Oh, okay. That's a different story. Okay, sure. That we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
arrange that, I suppose. Give me a second.
Yo,
Who's outside right now, like shouting shit? Oh, Discord just fucking froze. Nice. Poggers. Okay, there we go. And then let me send you this as well. There's the video tutorial on how to use that. I'm hoping you're able to follow it without any prompting from me. Go. Favorite ITX case that isn't the Inwin Chopin? I don't have any like super big favorites, but let's say Cube X1 is pretty cool. That's on Taobao. I'd say the Velka 5 is pretty cool. Velka 3 is also pretty cool. Form T1 is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, nice. Bought everything here. Any regrets you think I should have changed? Well, you're generally supposed to ask us for advice, before you buy everything, but sure, let's talk about this. Not bad actually. I hope you got that motherboard for like 80 or under. RAM is probably fine given the time you purchased it. Instead of P2, I would have gone A2000 for like $2 more, but whatever. 580, I hope you got that used for around $100 or less. Your case is okay, provided you're aware of its downsides. And the power supply is fine. So not bad. Looks pretty meta. Oh shit, I didn't show that on stream. Okay, yeah. Looks pretty meta. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. T1 is OOS forever. Yeah, it's sad. Very sad. Will there be a big noticeable difference between the A60 and the Helix? No, it's just one has 2 years longer warranty. Possibly different firmware, but not enough to matter. Do you know what would be a good substitute for the 5700 XT Red Dragon? I sure do. The literally any 3060 Ti. Even the Zotac one. Even the fucking Zotac one. Even the Twin Edge. Oh my god, Silicon's like, the average person types about 50 WPM. How long does an explanation of why 1440p is unsuitable for comparing GPUs have to be? And then Steve immediately types under that 4K. Just one word, 4K. Man's fucking fantastic.
Wait, so yeah, what AIO were you saying?
Oh my god. Okay. Be Quiet Pure Loop. Okay.
Yeah.
EVGA CLC series. So like, 240, 360, 280, whatever you need. Someone mentioned the Deepcool Captain EX, which is not terrible if you really want that RGB look. And Arctic Liquid Freezer 2. Those are all, some decent examples of relatively budget AIOs. What SSD would you recommend? It depends on what country you're in, what size you're in, what you're doing with the SSD, what your budget is, etc., etc. Okay.
Are there any good white ones that would match?
Sorry?
Is there any good white 360mm AIOs that would match?
Yeah, I believe the captain comes in white.
Wait, what one's that?
The deep cool captain. You told me to join Aegis. Yeah, if you have a question about building a PC, you know, using parts, ask in voice chat text. Ping me in voice chat text and I'll answer your question. Or you can type in my Twitch
How many
chat.
people in here?
Jesus Christ, dude, your mic is like hella fucked.
It's what?
Your mic is really fucked.
Why? How?
It's lots of kind of staticky noise coming through and
Really?
yeah, it's really bad.
That's weird. Okay, sorry. I'll be right back then.
All right, cool. Oh my god.
Would you recommend the Deep Cool Gamex?
The Gamax is an air cooler, so I'm not sure.
Below? You want me to send you the link?
Sure. I mean, I think the Gamax series has liquid coolers, but they're not typically relevant, so probably not. Is this build decent? Let's take a look. Alone? Throw it up over here on stream. No, it is not.
Yo,
That's
it just.
No,
okay.
I just sent it to you.
It just.
Sure, I'll take a look at it. Oh, the L360. I mean, if you're buying this for aesthetic reasons, yeah, it's fine.
Like it's a fine.
Yeah.
Fine cooler. Hello?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right, thank you.
Yo, Aegis. You there? Hello? Aegis.
Yep. What's up?
My AIO like light, like the LED, is just not turning on at all. The pump should be on. I mean, if it's not, then oh well.
You've got a white PC, then budget is 2,000. Okay. All right, buddy. We get it. You're cringe. We get it, buddy. What's this
No, but
guy's
like
name?
my AIO light does not turn on whatsoever.
Second. Then we eat him, and then we go over here.
It's the Cooler Master one.
1 second. I need to just deal with someone quickly. There we go. Second one today. Yeah, that's pretty high. Generally, yeah, generally kind of dumb. Oh god, Silicon is just dumb. It's just dumb.
What happened?
No, it's okay.
Has it happened 2 days in a row? Dead. Let's go. But yeah, I don't know what to do about my AIO light at all. It's supposed to be LED, like color, etc. It's not turning on at all. Who knows why? And then my 2080 is underperforming by a mile.
Want to OC by the way? Okay, so Alone, when do you need this build by? God, see, dude, I can't even like interact with like fucking stream because of Silicon. Fuck you. God. Oh, I don't want to waste time on him. It's kind of annoying.
Are you streaming right now?
Yep. Within the next 3 months or so? Okay, in that case, I'd probably come back in like, you know, a month or two. Yeah, that would be a better time to buy. What can I do about the AIO? Yeah, if you have trouble with your AIO, go to the troubleshooting channel and ask them for help there. Yep. All right, let's. Oh no, okay. All right. Yeah, I know. If you're having problems with your AIO, you can go ask in troubleshooting. No, 2080 Super is completely irrelevant. Unless you're getting it for like $400 or less. Actually, yeah, not 400. I should say like 350 or 300. I got it for 140. Great. Yeah. Good.
Oh,
But it is underperforming. Okay. Well, that's fine.
missing OCP. That means it lacks one of the most important protections on the most important rail. Dun dun dun. It's time for a popcorn hot take. Can you say why having OCP on the rail of the highest current density and highest resistance variance wouldn't matter?
I'm sorry I'm asking you this again, but what did you say is a good substitute? 3060 Ti. 3060 Ti. 3060 Ti.
Aegis.
What's up?
You're my last resort for help.
Okay.
I have front panel connectors that are being so fucking finicky.
Okay.
I can give you motherboard. I literally
would-
have the
okay.
manual. I have pictures of what the connections are. I just need to know if this is right.
I would ask in the PC assembly help channel because they know best. Yeah, that's not my specialty.
There's no one there, and everybody there is just left because it doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm really bad with that kind of stuff, dude. I'm sorry. I'm probably not gonna be of any use to you. So, I would ask there and just be patient. Just be patient, and I'm sure someone will come by, and hopefully be able to help you out. Is the LandCool 2 a good case? Yeah, it's fine. It's not necessarily worth buying because there's definitely cases that are cheaper, kind of do the same job, airflow wise. But you know, it's not bad, I guess. Not the highest value in the world. All right, Ibrahim, can you stop spamming that list everywhere? Like, it's getting kind of annoying. Okay. Oh dear Lord. Okay. Oh god, my Discord just froze. Why? Why 3400G? Why? I thought we were homies.
You're not anymore.
I'm gonna get a 5700 XT for $480. Please, no.
That's a thing. Oh my god.
$480.
Yo, Aegis, I got my 3060 Ti. Father, are you proud of me?
Nice. I'm very proud of you. Good job.
Thank you. Now I just need case and processor.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get the Lanley LandCool mesh.
All right. Sounds good.
Holy shit.
Gosh.
I had a guy this morning. He bought a $9,000 HP pre-built.
Okay. Does anybody in this channel have a question about making a list? Looking for a motherboard to pair with the 5800X. I would not recommend a 5800X at this time.
What's a good CPU cooler?
A good CPU cooler? For what?
For a i5 9600K.
Within 9600K?
Uh-huh.
Why would you be buying a 9600K?
Is it $150?
Wait,
Yep.
$450?
Not worth buying.
150.
Yep.
100.
Not worth buying.
Either getting the i5 9600K or the i7 9700K.
Yep. Neither of those are worth buying.
Any other recommendations?
i5 10400.
Big difference?
Yeah, it has hyperthreading. 9600K doesn't.
That doesn't. My motherboard doesn't support it.
Your motherboard definitely supports hyperthreading. Your motherboard, what? What?
No, it doesn't support the 10400.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yes,
I wouldn't lock yourself into like not having hyperthreading on like a 9600K. Then I'd probably I'd probably sell your board then. I don't know what board you have, but probably sell your board if it's
Is it a
limiting.
B460?
Yeah, try to do B460 instead of like B365 or whatever you have.
Alright. It's because I don't want to go through that whole process. Because I just gotta go. I'm gonna go to Micro Center like tomorrow morning.
What's so bad about the 5800X? It's like 75% of the way between a 5600X and 5900X. So either you're either gonna go lower or higher. Yeah, 5600X or 5900X.
Okay, what the?
People are saying, oh, it's because it's a complete CCX. It's not really true. It's just
Yo,
because
Spearman.
it's the higher segment. There's probably going to be a 5700X.
Yo, Spearman, please don't buy a 3060 Ti for $880, man.
Dude, you can get a 3070 for like easily.
What?
Easily. That's like a scalper price.
Yeah, that is a scalper price.
It's Amazon.
Oh, Amazon third party. Those are scalpers. Don't buy it.
Yeah, just go on eBay if you really want to pay scalper prices. You can go cheaper.
No, the third parties are scalper price on Amazon, even on eBay.
No, like if you get like just a regular old Joe, you got one for like $700. But I mean, why would you want to pay that much?
I would just wait.
If
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
you're paying $880 for a 3060 Ti, you could get like a 3070.
No, a 3080 almost.
Yeah, you can get a 3080.
What's up, Al Astra? You said you had some questions about a build?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great. Okay, you can talk. That works.
Yeah, I can keep going unless you're helping someone right now.
No, I'm free right now. So you said you have a couple of questions for a first time build and you're trying to get us. What's your budget? Just starting off.
It's basically what I was looking at. I put a bunch of things into PC Part Picker, and it's coming around right now with what is there. It's around 1,000. I'm kind of thinking that's what it's going to be around, probably between that and 1,500.
Okay. Yeah, very flexible.
And this is
budget.
yeah. I mean, it's not set in stone. I'm just kind of playing around with it because my computer right now is a bit dated.
Mm-hmm. And when we're talking
But,
SFF, how small are we talking? How small is your requirement?
Well, I chose this for the case. I have I mean, I can give the list right now of PC Part Picker.
Sure, put
I
it in
chose a
voice chat
case
text.
that's sure.
Yep. This is what I have so far. Lol, can you help me build a beast? Okay. Well, 5600X and 3080 Gaming X Trio, good choices. But do you own those already, or are you planning on getting those already? All right, Alistair, let's take a look here. Okay. So NR200, that's cool. All right. So the thing about the NR200 is it's a small case, right? but it's not so small that it's like vastly different in volume from like a micro ATX case. So I'm sure you're aware that with small form factor cases, you need to generally there are requirements where you need to change the power supply, your cooling is restricted, and obviously you need to get an ITX board most of the time as well. So all of that's going to pile onto adding more cost and imposing more restrictions onto your build. And so because of that, unless you're really specifically going for a very small build or for a very certain look, or you really want to like a specific case, I recommend that most people who are buying small form factor just to be portable buy a small micro ATX case, and that way you're not limited and you can spend less money on achieving basically the same goal. Because you can get a, you know, quote unquote small form factor build that you can, you know, bring around with you if that's what you require, without
Portable
going
PC.
ITX or without going for like a very small or you know, potentially limiting case.
Right.
So you know, that being said, NR200 is a great case. So if you do want to do that still, let me know. But yeah, just consider what I just told you.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'll play with right now what I have here, and then I can look into micro
Sure.
ATX later. But with this build specifically, I threw in the 1080 because that's what I have right now
Great.
in my PC. It's the newest thing, and I'm like, for now, it's gonna be what it is. So I threw that in there.
Okay, I'll just
And then
comment on some of the parts here then.
yeah,
Cool. So the 10700, I definitely wouldn't get that for this. I would have gotten a considering the power requirements and everything. I mean, you're in an NR200, so you could just use the stock cooler on a 5600X and not be limited in really any significant way. And yeah, there you go. So 5600X would be the better option there, and then you can get B550 ITX. You can overclock if you'd like to. RAM is just a really strange choice. 2933 is a really strange frequency, especially given that price. So you should be aiming for either not overclocking your RAM and just using XMP and getting like a $95 kit of RAM, or you should be aiming to overclock your RAM manually and get maybe a $120-ish kit of RAM. There's that.
so perhaps what I was reading about RAM and CPUs and motherboards in general, because I started with the motherboard, and I originally went big thinking the 490 or something like that, and then I read something about if you're not
Hey,
overclocking,
what's up, Koi?
probably
You
step
can't
down to
see chat if you're just joining
B460,
the stream,
and
but
then
thanks for the follow.
since
And
you
I'm
can't overclock,
not showing Discord right now.
or then choose a CPU that you can't overclock, and then the same thing with if you're the B460 is limited or limits the memory.
Yeah, the B460 can't really overclock because of like if it's really mainly for Intel Intel CPUs, and Intel CPUs then don't have K, which is like means overclockable.
Right. And that's why I chose the memory the way it was, because I read somewhere that the 2933 was the max.
I understand that.
There's
but
no way. No. B460 can fucking handle like 3200
No, it
megahertz
can't.
or some
It
shit.
does 2933 on i7 CPU.
Okay. Hey guys, I mainly came in here to
Yeah, can you hold on a second? I gotta finish with this guy's stuff. Okay.
wait, guys, can I speak for a second? I
No,
mainly came in here because
okay,
I
dude,
know I'm not really
dude, you're-
supposed to promote, but I'm
you're
doing. Can
kinda-
you just please?
You're kind of interrupting, dude. Can you hold on a second? All right, thanks, dude.
Okay,
So,
can I talk?
The RAM here.
No, wait.
The RAM here is yeah, it's pretty overpriced for a 32 gig kit. You should be aiming for $95 to $100. If you want an RGB kit, which is, you know, kind of understandable, but you're buying an NR200 without a window.
Yeah,
so,
no, this
yeah.
was basically just what was there, and I chose
you.
the cheapest option. So I would definitely not care if it was RGB.
Great. So you can save $40 on that pretty easily. Yeah.
So
And
aim for about 100, 90 or 100.
Yeah, 95-ish, yeah. So just so you're aware, right? The thing about Intel CPUs and B460 is that B460 will impose frequency limits on both core clock and memory clock on Intel CPUs. The memory frequency will depend on the CPU that you have. i3s and i5s are rated for 2666 megahertz, and i7 and i9 CPUs, at least this generation, are rated for 2933. So can actually, you know, on a 10700 non-K, overclock that to like, you know, 5000 megahertz or higher on a Z490 board. Not that I'd recommend that you do that, but just so
Right.
you're aware. Yeah, so the B460 board imposes the limitation that the processor has itself. And again, you know, I'm recommending you go AMD anyways, especially for small form factor in this case, and then go for a B550 ITX board, which will allow you to overclock your CPU and your RAM, which will be really great. Yeah. 970 Evo Plus is actually not bad at 250 for 250 for 2 terabytes. But you know, kind of a niche drive. So if you're just, you know, just gaming and you know, just gaming, maybe doing some video
It's probably
editing, doing
saving
some
space.
streaming, just typical consumer stuff, I probably wouldn't do a 970 Evo Plus 2 terabyte. I'd probably change that to a different drive that's closer to 200 for 2 terabytes.
I have a 970 though.
Okay. 1080 is cool. Yep. NR200 is cool. And your power supply choice, I'm Focus SGX 650 for 130. I guess I'd approve of that. If the SF600 Plat is kind of near the same price, I'd get that instead. But if it's not, which it probably isn't, then that's a pretty decent choice. So yeah, not terrible, but not great either.
Yeah. So the question I had about when I was looking at fans and that case, and I was trying to understand, like reading about the fans, like that was kind of going over my head, and how many fans are supported by either the motherboard or the power supply, because there's different connections, and I couldn't find with the power supply that it could even take.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
whatever I was looking at.
Yeah, so let's I'll explain kind of briefly how fans work. So
Sure.
fans are controlled by fan headers on the motherboard, and generally ITX boards have a smaller number of fan headers than competing ATX or micro ATX boards. So because of that, I usually recommend, especially if you're trying to fill like an NR200 with a lot of fans, getting like a splitter or a hub, generally a hub. It'll cost you like $10. So what a hub does is it takes a single fan header signal, a PWM signal, and it duplicates it a bunch of times to a bunch of other fans that are being controlled by the fan hub. So you'll have the fan hub, it'll have like 8, 10, 6, some sort of number of fan headers on it, and it'll have one cable that goes back to the motherboard that's for control, and every single fan on that hub will have the same duty cycle for PWM, so it'll have the same RPM. And then in order to power all those fans, because obviously you can't have that much current going through one header, you use a SATA power cable from, or a Molex, depending on your fan hub, from your power supply. So, you know, if you're trying to fit like, you know, 5 fans in this thing, I'd probably get a hub, and you just kind of stick it in the back of your side panel, or, you know, wherever you want really, and plug in the fans, and that's it. Yeah.
And then alternatively, if there's one port on the motherboard, I can just get a splitter if I'm going to run, let's just say, for example, like 2 fans or something.
If you're just running 2 fans, I'm sure the any ITX board you pick, or that I recommend, is going to have at least 2 headers. Yeah. So
And 2
NR200.
fans is enough for like an ITX board. You don't really need that much. I mean, like, wait, why does B460 only recommend like a 2933 megahertz?
Because Intel has artificially imposed limitations to promote segmenting of their processors.
So it doesn't have as much capability.
Yep. Okay. So cooling wise on the
yeah.
NR200, you have 2 top 120s, 1 rear 92, 2 bottom 120s, and 2 side 120. That's actually a lot more than I thought. So you can fit like 7 fans in it. It comes with 2. Okay.
If I were to make an Intel build, I would probably go with probably a B460 board, because I wouldn't be overclocking. Like, I'm not over, like, let's say, like, even though I already have a PC and I have a 3700X inside, I don't even overclock that. But even so, I would probably still just go B450, like an i3 10300, because that would either be like an alternative PC in case my current computer breaks down, or something else like that. Just have like a cheap, like not really cheap, but like a good $750 Intel build, and that's definitely possible. And like, and people even criticize like Corsair power, like CX power supplies, and I don't know why, but they're okay. They're okay for what they are.
Where did this come from? No one was talking about CX power supplies.
It's I'm trying, because I was in Carter PC's Discord.
The
If you
hardest
know Carter
stream of
PC's from
consciousness
TikTok,
I've ever heard.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this TikToker who does TikTok
Fucking
who
oh my
talks about like PCs and all of that. In his Discord server, they
Oh
were
my
saying about fucking.
God.
No, of course their power supplies are
Alone.
bad.
So you want to sell your 580 for 110? Okay, cool. What would be your budget for like the new GPU then? Yeah.
Wait. Could you speak up a bit? Aegis.
What's up?
Here, I put up my volume. Wait, could you say that again?
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, you
I
were.
totally missed it. It was kind of directing to me.
Oh no, I was talking to Alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So again, Al Astura, given your budget, which doesn't include a GPU, a non-GPU, like not excluding the GPU, a budget of 1100 is very high. So you have lots of wiggle room here. If I were to make a list in the NR200, I would do 5600X. Okay, so this is just kind of some theory
For the
here.
sorry, go. The 5600X is the
Ryzen 5.
CPU.
Yep,
Okay.
that's the CPU. And then no cooler. It comes with a stock cooler, which is perfect for, low profile ITX. For your motherboard, I get a B550 ITX board. The jury on that one is kind of still out. It depends on the pricing on when you buy the 5600X, because B550 ITX boards have some price fluctuations, so, it'll kind of depend on when you buy. The RAM, I'm not against getting 2x16 on an ITX board just ahead of time, so especially if you're not just doing gaming, you're doing some like video editing and stuff too, that's fine.
Right.
But again, we talked about how I'd change that. SSD, I can see getting a large M.2 SSD for an SFF build, but the NR200 does have 2.5 inch bays, so maybe consider that as well. But if you do want 2 terabytes of pure SSD, not a bad idea. But I changed the actual SSD that you picked.
Okay.
NR200 is cool, 1080 is fine, and SGX is okay as well.
Wait, he's getting a GTX 1080 with a 5600X?
No, he already owns the GTX 1080.
Oh.
I'm sure he's gonna upgrade the GPU in the future to
Yeah, at some
something,
point. That's the idea. Is for now, it's gonna be what it is. But if if I were to keep an Intel CPU for whatever reason, would you keep it as an i7?
Remember the Gigabyte
10700?
B550i doesn't have BIOS flash track? I'm pretty sure it does. I have the Gigabyte B550 Aorus ITX board, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it does, because I have a 3400G which doesn't work out of the box. So I had to downgrade the BIOS and do some weird shit to get it to work. Although I might be wrong. I might have done it a different way. I don't remember at this point. God.
Yeah, that's good.
I have PTSD from that experience.
Aegis.
250. Yeah, what's up, dude? 250 most likely for the GPU is second hand.
I got it to work. It turns out that I just completely made a dumb mistake. I just forgot to plug in the other end of the cable to the computer.
Great. All right, good stuff.
Genius shit.
Classic. Also,
yeah.
We do have a full channel. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, I am streaming this voice call on Twitch and YouTube. So if you say something, just be aware of being streamed. I probably should have said that earlier before people start. Whatever.
Fuck. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, 250.
Hey guys, can I speak now?
Most likely for the GPU secondhand. I would try to save a little harder and aim for a 3060 Ti, because right now, here's the thing, right? So newer generation GPUs, newer architecture, whatever you want to call them, newer generation GPUs are typically much higher value, higher price to performance than older generation GPUs. And right now we're in the process of replacing all the older gen GPUs with the RTX 3000 and RX 6000 series, which so far have gone down to $400. So 3060 Ti, $400. In the future, there's going to be $300 cards, $200 cards, etc., but those are not out yet. And because of that, you're kind of stuck with the older cards, which is 1650 Super, 1660 Super, 5600 XT. And because those GPUs are about to be replaced by higher performing versions of themselves, it really doesn't make sense to be buying a new GPU besides the 3060 Ti at this point. That's below the 3060 Ti. So either save for that, or I don't know. Yeah, just save for that, or get a used GPU and then resell, flip it, and then upgrade in the future.
Yo, Aegis.
program.
You got an idea of where I can get gallons of thermal paste?
Yeah, AliExpress.com.
Okay.
Or Alibaba.
I have
That's
a
my factory.
YouTube video idea.
I'm not even kidding. They're pretty good tubs of thermal paste on AliExpress.
Check Alibaba.
Can,
they
can
probably
it fill up a bathtub?
Probably.
Wait, guys.
I have
guys.
a 3400G right now. Nice. I have a
Wait,
3400G too.
3400G, damn.
Welcome
But
to the
also,
stuff I'm playing.
with like GPUs, even though they're about to be replaced, I think there's two things I have to say. So, number one, with like the older GPUs being replaced, the thing is that like if you have like if you're on a tight budget, they're still okay to get like the 5600 XT, 1650 Super, 1660 Super. It depends really on the games that you're gonna get. So don't like completely like I don't think the computer industry should completely disregard them out of them after the new GPUs have been released. I think that they should have
After
a
the new
little bit
GPUs
still
are released?
respect.
Well,
After the new GPUs are released, they should be absolutely completely disregarded.
they're really overpriced right now. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna sell mine on eBay. If like, but
Yeah, but like
they're
there's
like 350 for fucking 2060, and it's ridiculous.
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. They're still like okay cards.
Not for the price that they're going for.
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
no, not for the price, but they're going through. But like at the original price, they were good for what
Okay,
they
but
were.
they're not at their original price.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know that because
moot
they're
point.
fucking coronavirus and the increased GPU, like the terrible GPU
So what you're
market right
saying
now.
is originally they were maybe worth buying, but now they are not worth buying. So
Kind of. I have a
what's the
50. I
point
have a
of saying that?
5700 XT, and it performs good. And
Okay, but
I actually got it for.
What does that have to do with people buying GPUs now during coronavirus when the prices are not?
I got
good?
it during coronavirus, so that proves a point.
That doesn't prove anything. That proves that you made a bad decision and now you're trying to defend it.
I'm just curious. So I was actually gonna sell this 2060
Okay.
on eBay.
Probably sell it.
But no, so like, so I have a PC here. I'm like visiting my parents. Well, I'm living with them because of coronavirus. But sometimes like, when I visit here, I want like a PC to like just play CS:GO on. So like, what's the lowest GPU I can get to just like play CS:GO?
Just to play CS:GO, probably go with like, Aegis. You're not gonna agree with this, but I think for just to play CS:GO, probably get.
My friend has a 1650 and it runs more than 100.
Get like a cheap RX 570.
Oh, you're
or
close.
RX
You're close to the money there.
100.
What are we looking at?
You get
Oh,
RX
okay.
580, you could get like.
Yeah, get like a used 580. That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey guys,
But get an 8 gig RX 580. Don't
Hey,
get
guys.
4.
If a 4 gig is significantly cheaper, get the 4 gig. If it's close to the same price, then sure, get the 8 gig. But
I had a
there's
4
no
gig.
need.
It's kind of annoying. Just crashes on all the time.
But what does that have to do with it being 4 gig?
I don't know. It just crashes.
Okay, so you admit that
guys.
that has nothing to do with it being 4 gig. And that's not a valid reasoning for not recommending 4.
Yeah, whatever.
Yo, my friend's trying to buy the 3060 Ti from me for $500.
keep it.
Okay.
If I can sell
Will
it
an
to him.
8 gig 580 be able to run Cyberpunk at medium to high settings? What do you mean by
Cyberpunk
run?
is actually like it's very good optimized.
What do you mean by run? That's a good build for pretty much.
It's like you, but like he's the unnice version of you.
I'm not very nice, so that's hard to imagine.
But you're very nice.
Okay.
Like I have pissed you off on multiple occasions.
Who's the unnice person?
It's no he helps you, but he
He grieves
yells
you
at
while
you.
he's helping you. Nice.
It's
like everyone
whoopty
here.
something.
Who is it though? I'm interested.
It's like whoopty something. Man's threatens you. Dude, he threatens you so while
Oh
he
my
helps
god. Fucking whoopity cyberbullying the kids. Oh my god.
you. No, he's like, I'll fucking come to your house. I'll get your mom and I'll give her a very big hug.
Oh no, whoopity, what are you doing? Can you please drag me into the call? Oh shit, you guys are in the. Okay, I got you. One sec.
Wait, guys.
Got you. Alright, we're good.
Guys.
You think my AMD
God.
Threadripper can run Fortnite max settings?
Are you
No,
fucking
it's
kidding me?
physically
Yes.
impossible. It's physically impossible. The Threadripper
No.
will
Okay,
literally
look, just
explode if you
build.
try to run Fortnite.
AMD Threadripper, 64 cores, all right. NZXT Kraken, 600 grams of thermal paste.
Mm-hmm.
Hot, honestly.
Gigabyte TRX 40 RS Extreme.
Dude, these memes are they're so funny. Holy
And
shit.
can someone help me with what to do? I'm on BIOS right now. I have no idea.
Yeet into the troubleshooting channel, or maybe PC assembly help. Yeah, okay. I'll move you into the troubleshooting channel because there's people there right now. Yeet. There we go.
Hey guys.
6 out of 5.
In high video quality? What do you mean high video quality? Are you asking me if your build can literally play YouTube videos? Because you don't need a 5600
Any build,
and a
even like
3080
the
to do that.
cheapest one, can play YouTube videos.
I'm very confused.
That's debatable.
Is this a good build? Not really. It's better than before, but it's not great either. The guy. Oh my god, fucking
I think it was
whoopity.
like
This
last
guy's
year.
Like, there's a guy that's like you, except he's mean, and he's like, it's whoopity Long John.
So like last year, cousin bought a $500 Cyberpower pre-built.
Ew.
He didn't know jack shit. He's like, it looks good, so it's good. He got home, excited as hell to play some games on it with pretty good frames. Turns out, like, if you built that PC, specs come out to $200, $300. They overcharged this man, and it doesn't even run Fortnite.
Oh wow.
That's the true power of fucking cyber power.
Is this good?
Dude, he downloaded GTA 5 and he was running off.
It's not great, but it's fine, I'd say. Actually,
Like a RX 700.
No, I don't have any major problems with this list. It's fine. Nafox.
That's the first time I've heard Aegis be like fine about a list.
Yeah.
I've genuinely never heard him be happy about a list.
No, I'd give that like it's clear that a regular here made it. Probably Nafox, given your name, but yeah, I'd say it's like a 6 out of 7. We'll say 5 out of 7, 6 out of 7. Pretty good. Yeah. I changed the motherboard to the HDV at this point because it's slightly cheaper, and I would change the storage to an A2000. But besides that, it's not bad. Pretty decent. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yo guys, can people join my my fucking Discord server?
Why?
Have you read Rule 4 in the server, my good sir?
My good friend. It was
Okay,
my first
Sorry
day on-
guys.
Wait, so you're saying I can't steal people? Oh.
Dude, come on now. Man, that's-
You know, like,
Oh my god,
shit.
Silicon is saying 1440p. It doesn't
Sick.
have CPU bottleneck.
Good talk.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. That's why GPUs perform differently at 4K, right? Right? Why, right? Trying to not be an air cooler
2
shill. It's worth
EVGA 3090s.
Yikeroonies. LMAO, people do be cable managing for 2 years to get rid of every wire possible, but they don't mind 2 huge AIO hoses. True. Will my PC be able to run Cyberpunk at 1080p? I don't even know what PC you have, dude. Oh, you have a 3400G. Yeah, no, it won't. No, it won't.
No.
Yo, i9 10850K. I've never heard of that in my life.
Me out here with a 3400G struggling to run Overwatch at 60 FPS. Loggers.
The Ryzen 5 3600 is in stock now.
It's still overpriced. It's like 200 something, 240.
Yeah, it's at my
Oh
local.
my god, is that Adrian? That is fucking Adrian. Holy shit, dude.
My friend went to Micro Center with $1,000 budget, and he came out with like the shittiest build I've ever
My
seen.
3600 2080 Super ran 9345 in 3D Mark. Is that good? 3D Mark has the feature where you can compare against other systems that have similar hardware to you, so you should probably check that out. Epic. Pretty gamer, I would. Oh, is that the real Natty? Is that actually Natty? Holy shit. What's up, Natty? Oh shit, it's Ducky's birthday. Hold on.
What if I completely shit cheap out on
Happy
a
birthday.
Hello?
It said the average was 10,300. Well, it's probably not good then. Probably not.
So I'm looking for a 700 to 750 watt power supply to do an SLI with. You guys have any recommendations?
Wait, are you Adrian that's like a general discussion regular in the server, or are you different Adrian?
I'm the same guy.
Okay. Oh wait, are you the econ Adrian?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what hardware are you powering? What CPU, GPU?
I have a 4790K
Mhm.
and 2 GTX 970s. I'm trying to hook up a second 970.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a 970 is what, 6 plus 2 or 8 plus 8, or how many power cables?
Geez, I gotta Google this.
I can check if you don't know. I can check.
Let me just find off Newegg.
GTX.
Yo, Aegis, Red Dragon makes power supplies.
They do. Okay, so it's a 6
8
plus
pins.
6
Don't buy them.
on the Founders at least.
So I need a
Oh,
16
really?
pin.
Bombs.
2 times 8.
One of them is group regulated. I don't know about the rest.
So you need
It's
4
gonna
8 pins, which should be available on like 750 watt or even some 650 watt units. So
It's fully modular too. Oh
let's take
my
a look.
god.
I'm gonna
Is it
look at
better
the
to get
GF1
like a
for you.
shit like 750 watt unit or a
1 second. I'm
or a good
gonna take a look at
watt unit?
the Thermaltake GF1's power
Like I'm
cables.
trying to save money here, but
I understand.
that's why I'm hooking up another 970. But I'm not trying to blow what I have up. So
Okay. Let me take. Does it not list the cables that it has? Thermaltake, why are you like this? Where are your cables? Oh, there
best
we
if
go.
I can
Okay.
get on Amazon.
PCIe 6 plus 2. It has 4 of them. 4 quantity. Okay, we're good. I found you a power supply, my good sir.
What is it?
The Thermaltake Tough Power GF1 PE 650 watts. It has 4 8 pins, which is exactly how many.
How much is this? Oh, this is not too expensive. $99.
Yeah, has a $10 rebate too. What's wrong with my build? Look at your build.
Is there anything cheaper?
Probably. Would I get anything cheaper than that? Probably not. What's wrong with my build? I already talked about this build. This build is largely the same as the build that you sent to me earlier. So I've already gone over why I think the build is potentially not great. Ocean. Can you check my build out? $750 budget. I'm not doing it again, dude. I'm doing it again. Hired under 1.5K budget should always use AMD. Is this true? No, it's the opposite. For low mid-range budgets, you should be going Intel. For high range budgets, for gaming at least, you should be going AMD at this point. $750. Yeah, this is pretty awful. For $750, you can do 10100 plus 3060 Ti if you have a Micro Center near you. If you don't, then that's rough. If you don't, you can do 10100 plus like I don't know some used GPU and then try and flip to 3060 Ti because I really wouldn't get any GPU below the 3060 Ti new. A shit time. Having it.
Are you sure 650 watts is enough?
Yep. Yep.
Like, what's the headroom here?
What's
Because
up?
look, here's the thing. My current power supply, it's kind of shit, but 650 watts.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I only have a one 8 pin. So if I have to do something like an adapter or something like that before I can plug in the second one. Which is kind of janky if you know what I'm
You don't
saying.
need an adapter. The power supply linked to you should not require an adapter to plug into 970s. Yeah, if you're trying to save money, that's
I
what
have
I'll do.
one 8 pin. I don't have a second 8 pin.
No. The power supply I sent to you has 4 8 pins.
Oh, I'm talking about the power supply I have currently.
Okay.
It's the same wattage.
Okay.
But it just doesn't have the 8 pin. I don't know if it's a good idea to just use an adapter. I don't know how that would work.
Probably wouldn't, because especially for GPU power, because using an adapter usually involves the minor rails, and on your minor rails, they're not rated for the same amount of current as the 12-volt rail is. So that can cause issues if you're trying to use like Molex to PCIe or something cursed like that. Can you make me a build
There's
that
one more
includes
option.
3070 to see if we
I can ask EVGA for a cable set. I have a 750 watt one. It's the Supernova.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably ask
But,
them.
but the problem is, I talked to them and they want me to bring up the invoice for that PSU. I don't have that invoice anymore. It's been ages.
Well, then you're kind of shit out of luck then, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess it's a perfectly fine GPU. I just don't have the cables for those anymore.
My build got ignored. It did not get ignored. I spent like a good 2 minutes talking about your build, dude. You just weren't listening. Can you make me a build that includes? I said it was fine. I just changed the motherboard to the HDB because it's cheaper and the SSD to the A2000. Very slightly more expensive. Can you make me a build that includes 3070 that is at $1,500? For $1,500, you can get a 5600X and a 3080. So I cannot do that. That's a good thing.
Can you find something cheaper that's closer to $100?
That is $100. That's actually 90 after rebate.
No, I'm talking about Canadian dollar bucks.
Oh fuck.
Which is around 78 US
I
dollars.
mean,
It's a stretch, I know.
Beggars can't be choosers, but we'll try. We will try.
Because all my life I've been using bronze power supplies.
970 SLI is gonna be like, I think a single 970 drill is like 150 to 200 watts under load. That's gonna be rough.
This is an overclock, the Asus 970.
Great, so closer to 200 watts then. This is gonna be rough, pal. It's gonna be real rough. Oh jeez. Okay, I guess we'll do the focus. Focus, is this GM? It's GM, but we'll have to do it. Unlucky. All right. Well, here's your Canadian power supply.
I just connected the part list to a PC part picker. Just from the CPU and the two video cards alone, I'm consuming 780 watts.
Okay, you can ignore PC part picker's wattage calculations because they're generally wrong.
380 watts. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's gonna be higher than that under peak if it says 380. PC part picker just uses TDP for calculations, which is just wrong. So you can ignore it.
Guessing closer to 400 watts, 450 watts.
No, it's probably under full load CPU and GPU. So in certain games, perhaps. I'm gonna say 550 to 600 watts.
Ooh, this is stretching it.
That's fine. The power supply I sent to you should be able to handle that. It's gonna be borderline, but
Would it be better to go with a 700 watt unit or 750 watt unit?
no, this is fine, especially because you want to stay near 100 Canadian. So that's what'll do it. There's nothing wrong with getting a power
Pretty good
supply that's
range.
borderline. You know, that borderline can handle your components as long as it's a good power supply. Anytime you go borderline, it should be a good unit. If you go close to your wattage limit and it's a shitty unit, then you're gonna have problems.
Shoot. Okay, I'll just get this one then. I'm not gonna risk anything. Thank you.
Yep. How good is 3200 speed RAM? Some guys like better than 3000, worse than 3600. Thank you for this extremely massive brain take. Just, oh god, his brain is just it's too large. Too fucking large. His brain is XXL sized. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be my last batch for the day, because I feel like build device kind of dead today. Fun. Ay ay ay. Build advice is hella dead, dude. I can't wait. I need COVID is over party, dude. I need fucking COVID is over party. We're gonna have a real
I can
party
only
when the vaccine is out. We're all gonna fucking vibe when all the parts are back in stock. We're gonna have build advice fucking paradise, dude.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm being entirely honest. I can't even visualize or even comprehend the amount of parties that are gonna happen post COVID.
Dude, oh my god, man.
I don't think the world.
And then we're gonna get COVID again.
I don't think the world ain't ready.
Is
Bro,
this
we
a
ain't
good
ready
he's not even in voice. Join a voice
Join voice.
channel if you're in this text channel. Can you make me a $1,500 3080 build, please? Okay. If your build, if you have a high budget, so let's say, you know, 1200 or higher, or even like let's say 800 or higher, because 800 is like the minimum to afford a 3060 Ti build. That's not garbage. So if your budget is like 800 or higher in US dollars, you're gonna end up buying a 3060 Ti or a 3070 or a 3080, and because of that, you know, those GPUs are obviously not available right now. So I would try your best to get those GPUs first, and then when you're done, when you've gotten those GPUs, when you've ordered them, then let me know and I'll make you a list at that time. So $1,500, for example, get a 3080, try and get one that's $700 to $800. Avoid the founders. Take your time. Take your time. It can be a month.
Yeah,
from
please
now.
avoid founders.
But you know, get a 3080, and for your budget, you'd also be looking for a 5600X. So by the time you get a 3080, the 5600X will likely be more available as well. So try and get those two parts. When you've gotten them, then come to me and we'll make the rest of your list. You don't have to have them in hand, just have the order confirmed, basically. And you know, come to me, I'll make your list, and you know, we'll have a good time. That is that. That is it.
Hey, Aegis.
Uh-huh.
Aegis. I don't care at this point. I'm calling you Aegis. I've been calling you Aegis.
Okay.
So good news, mission accomplished. That RTX 3060 Ti. I'm gonna keep that.
Nice.
And I'm gonna pair that with probably 3600. I was looking at the 10400 because it dropped even more. It's at 160. Like that's kind of insane. But also, I guess the 3600 isn't as crazy as it was because it was like 300 or something. Now it's at 230, and I think they're gonna have a restock where it goes down to MSRP. What's a good motherboard to pair that's like under 100? Because I'm not looking at a crazy motherboard for this build.
With what?
Sorry, 3600.
I would not buy a 3600 at this.
I wouldn't. I'd just wait for
You-
Ryzen.
9900K
Alright,
for 300 is cringe.
Yeah.
ASRock's B450M.
What about
promontory board? What the fuck? What?
I guess what about like I guess the 10400 with that socket? Like, what's a good motherboard for that? I'm trying to.
Literally the cheapest B460 motherboard you can find. It doesn't really matter. Hey man, I'm back.
Yeah,
You said
well,
earlier that
sorry.
Asus Prime Z498 was trash. I didn't say it was trash. I just said it was not really relevant. There's just other boards that are in that price range that are better, I guess, more viable. All of them are either taken or cost more than the Z490A. Okay, I mean, if you're in an interesting market that for some reason doesn't have the Z490A Pro or the Z490 Gaming Plus or the Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi or the Z490 Vision G or the Aorus Elite or like any of those boards, then sure, get the Prime A. It's not an awful board. There are better boards in the price range. Yeah.
Yo, Aegis.
Also, didn't I recommend that you go Ryzen? Whatever.
You reckon? So
Not you.
So not 3600.
No, not
So,
you. There's
I'm tempted, bro. I'm tempted because look, I found
I'm not
like
talking to you. I'm talking to a guy in my Twitch chat.
Oh,
Aegis, do you think you can help me with a sound issue?
Probably not.
Yeah, I was thinking-
I'm not very good at that kind of.
I was thinking of ASRock, but like maybe.
Okay. Nice. Fry killed a royal kit yesterday. Nice. Or a few days ago, he said. Edge. I live in UK. Can I post a link? If you're in the UK and you want a high-end gaming build, I'd probably do a 5600X. Because the UK is the one country on this entire fucking planet that has been relatively not super affected by COVID pricing and newer parts. A lot of it's actually real. This motherboard already is Zen 3 BIOS update, lol. Yeah, but you can't update it without a CPU, lol. And it's also $83, not $65. It went to $65 for Black Friday, and it's not Black Friday anymore.
Also, I haven't cared about the 10. Like, what's up with the F? Is
I
the
think he means
F
beta
just
BIOS.
extra
I
money?
think he means beta BIOS. I picked me up a 2080 Ti warehouse deal a few months back for 800. Yikes. That is unlucky, my friend. CND. Very lucky. What is that? Is that Canadian? 800? 3070 is like under 800. Ocean, that is awful. That is really bad. Wait, from parametric filter match any. That's funny. Match any. I think it means beta BIOS. It's not gonna be listed in the Newegg description, but still, it's stupid because like it doesn't have flashback. The Ventus is 815 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. D490p. Is this the Pro? No, that's an Asus board. The Pro is an MSI board. Also, I'm pretty sure I recommended you go Ryzen. If you're going high-end gaming, I'd probably go Ryzen at this point. So, yeah.
I know you didn't recommend this for me, but I'm tempted.
Yo, what's good, dude? Yo, I was the one that was asking about Bill question.
Sure. Ask your question in voice chat text, and we'll go over it.
One sec, my guy.
Holy
Talk?
shit, dude. BA is like hella dead today.
Oh, okay, there we go. I can hear you now.
Sleepy energy.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright, what's going on?
What's
So,
up?
I was the one that asked about the build device.
Mm-hmm. Post your question in voice chat text, and I'll take a look at it.
Sure thing.
Also, if you're new to this
what was
channel,
it?
I am
Voice chat text?
streaming this voice channel on Twitch and YouTube, so if you say something, just be aware you're being streamed.
Sounds good. I'm gonna follow you real quick.
Thanks, dude. Okay.
Legally, he is obligated to your voice. He owns it.
Yeah, apparently there's like two-party consent laws or something, so I have to like... You guys do C++? No, but I believe there is a CPP Discord. I will check, actually. Discord.gg/CPP. Reddit game development? What? Okay, hold on. C++ maybe? No, that doesn't work. There's probably a C++ Discord. I know there's a coding Discord, so you can go to discord.gg/code. And I believe discord.gg/programming is also another coding Discord. So head over there and ask them for help. I need help making a good PC build for 600. I have the monitor. That's rough. Yeah. Budgets under $800 are like really rough right now because there aren't any good budget GPUs that are, below $400. So I would you have two choices here. Either do a 10400 build, an Intel Core i5 10400 build, and then get like a used GPU like 570 or 580. And then in the future, when like a 3060 or a 3050 Ti or something like that comes out, you can try to get that and then sell your 580. Yeah.
Second option, like.
So yeah, I would do that. Hey, Upside Down YT, do you recommend any good mics? Yeah, I do. And if you go to the peripherals channel in the Discord, in the Build a PC Discord, you can go to the peripherals channel. You can check the pinned messages here by the wonderful Sai. And yeah, there's a bunch of good mics here. Yep. There you go.
Oh, by the way,
the mic that I
can ask a
personally
question?
recommend that is not there for some reason is the Monoprice Stage Right. If you're gonna go USB mic, Monoprice Stage Right. The command is VC. I'll type the command. Yep, sure. Just realized that Gelistella you recommend only has a CFM of 70.5 at max. Yeah, but it's quiet and it has dual loop RGB. Also, like CFM ratings are usually wrong. Yeah. Are they cheap and I need a good PC? Like 240 FPS. Yeah, Monoprice Stage Right is cheap. Hey, just love me back, please. I love you too. I love you too. Don't worry. What do you think about the Ventus being capped at 320 watts? Doesn't really matter. Don't really care. Doesn't care. Don't matter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. Poggers. All right. Well, BA's pretty dead right now. I'm probably gonna end stream early. Yeah. Critique my new build. Oh man, every time I see these parametrics, something shit's gonna happen. Yeah. 3600 is awful for 230. B450 on Pro VDH Max isn't worth 100. Ballistics kit is fine if you're manually overclocking, but you're probably not. P2 should be A2000. 1660 Super is garbage for 250. Q300L is actually fine if you don't mind acrylic. No power supply shroud. BX1 is not a pick for that. How do you increase FPS on a low-end PC? You can overclock, potentially. You can I don't know, try reinstalling Windows. There's a bunch of different things you can do. Depends on the game too. What is a good $800 build? 10100, B460 board, 16 gigs of RAM, 480 gig SSD or like 500 gig class SSD like the A2000, Sego GP for the power supply, the 600 watt. You get a 3060 Ti for 400 flat, and then the case can be really whatever you want, as long as it fits in the budget.
We need that today.
One more question. For an SLI, is a 6cm cable long enough?
Wait, what? 6 cm cape?
Yeah, the bridge.
Oh,
or do I
bri-
need an 8cm
Depends on your
one?
slot spacing. Yeah, depends on your slot spacing.
If it, how about if they're just right next to each other?
Should be fine, yeah.
Should they be right next to each other, or should I like make
Preferably
it
you space them out, but it doesn't matter that much.
Okay. Thank you.
I need like a really good mic for a budget of 30. Sure, get the Monoprice stage right off of monoprice.com. Wouldn't overclocking ruin your PC? Well, if you're doing it with reckless abandon, yes. But if you're careful, no. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. 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 Can you send link possibly? Go to monoprice.com, search stage right USB mic. Stage, like a theater stage. Right, like left, right. USB mic. What's the specs for your PC? If you do !mark specs, you can see using a command. Dark is being a silly boy. I lost the link of the builder you gave me. I tried to go off memory, but I couldn't. Also, yeah, if I said Walter White, if you have a 3080 in your build, it's gonna be kind of hard to get. So get the 3080 first, and let me know. Yeah, we'll talk about it then. So Silicon is saying, Cubex, listen to this, all right? Silicon is saying that Ampere scales worse at lower resolutions, and RDNA 2 scales worse at higher resolution. And he's saying that like the larger, so the infinity cache on RDNA 2 is helping it at lower resolutions, but is hampering it at higher resolutions. And that Ampere scales negatively at lower resolutions, but I'm telling him no. Ampere scales normally. Okay, it scales normally. It's pretty standard architecture. But then Navi 2X is the outlier, and he's like not understanding. It's like whatever.
They're both flat lines. One starts at a higher value, one doesn't.
Yeah.
Or the other thing too is, if you have a bigger cash pool, it's all around better, right?
Sorry, what?
Like what did you say about the cash pool?
He just said the bigger cache helps at lower resolutions, which is like really a general statement that I don't know if I can that necessarily. Oh, okay. Hold on. Gotta fucking stretch. Like bigger cache pool is inherently good, but when you have a 256-bit memory bus, as soon as you start having cache misses, you get massively hampered in performance. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna end stream early today. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna stay in this VC for a while, but yeah, I'm gonna end stream early today. And I love you, TBB. I will see you guys tomorrow.